Abbreviated version of putting piston rings on. In the bottom groove, you're going to have a wavy one. It's an oil control ring. You can put them together two ways, but basically you want them so that they touch like this, not overlap or whatever. I try to make mine so that as they come together, they make an M as opposed to a W. So that means their points of the of that ring are going down towards each other, and they'll look like that as opposed to that. They're sandwiched on other sides. Excuse me, on either side by like the thinnest rings that there are. And even though it makes sense to like try to assemble that sandwich and put the whole thing on, or do flat skinny one, wavy one, flat skinny one, it works a lot easier and a lot better if you put the oil control ring on first. It's the copperish one that's wavy, right? It's the most flexible, and also it's got kind of like a lip in it like this, and it won't seat properly, the two that you're putting on other sides. If you try to do it the other way, it's probably possible, but it's more work. And so I'm assuming that you've read or generally know almost everything I'm saying. I'm just trying to give you some tips. From the bottom up is the way to do it, even though I just went down like this. So the bottom set on first, and then the next one, and the next one. The second one up is a black ring. Yours both could be black, and I don't know if you can tell this, but one of them's at least got a chrome ring around the top, and whether yours is all chrome or just got a chrome lip, that's the one that goes on top. Basically for the bottom ones, I'm jumping around a lot, but you have three rings, right, and they've all got a gap, so they're 120 degrees apart. 120 times 3 is 360, that's your circle. So basically like here, here, and here. If you line them all up so that they're like this, the compression is not always as great, and there's not as much protection for the cylinder because oil can slide past. What else is helpful? When you put these on, I try to like actually line them up, even though I do want them separate like this. When I install them, I put like 1, 2, 3 all in the same spot because I can keep track of them easier, and then I just slide the other two to where they need to go. Letters go up. There's going to be like a stamped letter. Mine have an R because of the brand. Yours may have the same one or something different, but the R goes up towards the top, or like the head of the piston. So oil control, ring, other side, twist them into like the orientation they need to be, and then the black one with the R up, and then the chrome or chrome ringed one around the top. Again, just keeping like the gap that's on one side separate from the gap that's on the other side, and then making an orientation that provides the most coverage. Crazy that's the abbreviated version, but that's what I got. And this is helpful, but not super necessary. Just the edges are kind of sharp, so where this is helpful is not dragging an edge across the piston because it will score. It's aluminum and super soft. Alright, cool.